So today I think I'm going to be talking about early success, delusion, and designing your life from a 25-year-old that's trying to design their life and hadn't done it yet. So let's see if I can provide you some value today. So early success delusion, I think this comes from what I've seen as a 25-year-old so far, from failure, and also from having success when I was in college, or like making a lot of money, and how that deluded me into thinking like this is how the world works, or just how my perception of reality was skewed that way. I think a lot of people, they get out of college, or maybe they can be deluded into a certain worldview, and it justifies actions when really it's not what they want to do at all, and they don't know it yet. It's just like seeing that security is almost a facade for personal security, and that's why I think it's so important to take a lot of risks when you're young and like fail a lot. I haven't had any success yet, and that sucks, but like I hope this could potentially be successful one day. I'd love to pursue something that I can have creative control with, but anyway, designing your life. Okay, so I graduated college in 2023. I worked a seasonal job for an ice truck company. So I went to Walmart's gas stations and I loaded up boxes of ice and delivered ice like all day. Made a pretty good amount of money actually, and then I backpacked through Asia for like 4 months and got a scuba diving license, hung out, came back, wanted to learn how to fly airplanes, got to the very end of my private pilot check ride, or my private pilot's license, resignated, didn't take the check ride, but I also realized that I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to be gone all the time. I thought it's really fun, but waking up every single day and having to perform under somebody else's guidelines, that's not for me. And it took me to pursue that, to figure that out. And if I hadn't pursued that, then I'd never know. And that's, I believe, is actually worse psychologically, because it kills confidence. And I think failure, I don't know, like I'm not really afraid to try things. Like I'm not afraid to do this as much as I was, because I'm really just not as afraid to be myself. I think that's something that recently I've figured out. A lot of reasons why. I think you got to figure out what you believe in, because if you don't, then somebody else will fill that gap for you. And if you don't know what you're about, then somebody else is going to fill your time instead of you filling your time. And I think it takes all of these experiences to really understand that. Like, it's so easy for anybody to theorize all this, but actually pursuing a goal, failing or succeeding, is how, I don't know, that's just how it be. And nothing's ever promised. Like, I've seen a lot of people come out of college and get a job and have financial success early, and then they're like, oh my God, this sucks, or they've always wanted to do this thing. They never pursue the goal, their creative goal that they actually want to do. And they settle for some job that just pays the bills, and it provides the security that uncertainty cannot. And I think if you're able to live with a little uncertainty for a few years, instead of being fine financially when it comes to pursuing a risky goal, I think it will pay off. Hopefully it'll pay off for me. I have no idea. I think success isn't about making mistakes or making the same mistake twice. I think it's about never giving up. So hopefully I can speak that and manifest that into existence. But I've just seen a lot of people get deluded by reality. Their perception of reality and success is like not true because of maybe they landed in, and I even landed into a certain position in a job where my life would have been cush for the next 30 years, but it wouldn't have been honest on my part. Like it wouldn't, I would not have wanted to do that. And I think I will have much more of an impact in my life doing something that I want to do. I think waking up every day and doing what I want to do it looks like waking up and writing, or waking up and doing this. I love to write, and I think this is kind of similar to that. It's like a little personal journal, and maybe some people can watch it and comment, and we can interact, and I can create a community. And the community that I create, it's actually like all these people that I actually like to hang out with in real life. So I don't know, I just think a lot of people my age are so afraid of doing something like this, and it took like a lot of really figuring out my insecurities to be secure enough to do this. And I think it's actually kind of fun. So it's just another thing to do that I like to do. So I don't know, it's like one of those things, if you never work, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. So a lot of the insecurity really comes from like I've kind of big dreams, and it kind of scares me sometimes. And I think like I don't know, like why am I afraid of that? Or like, why are we so afraid of our dreams and chasing them? And I mean, there's a lot of risks that come with it. You know, you don't want to just waste your life, and you want to make sure that you're involved with people, or depending on what you value. Like, I want to stay tight with my family, but I also want to have success with what I want to do. So I don't know, it's just a balance to everything. I think the cost of not being honest with what you want comes back to bite you, and like I just don't want that. Like I don't want the psychological toll that like not living a true to yourself life. I just don't want that psychological toll, because I've seen it in other people. Like I've seen people work the cushy business job for 30 years, and they get to the and like they're 57 and they're still like not happy, or they're still working and chomping at the bit, and I know it's not because they love to do it, it's because they have to do it. And I want to be in a position where I don't have that, and it may not happen, and that's okay, which it is what it is. It's like but I think it's worth pursuing your goals if you can figure out how to make it happen. I think you got to drive your own train. You can't listen to anybody else's opinion about what you should be doing. I think you should absolutely take advice, but at the end of the day, you know more than anybody else what's true about your situation and what's not in certain circumstances, especially if you want to move on to a different thing. You know, I was really deep into like landscape photography in college, and I think I took really good pictures, and I wanted to do something with a camera, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I was in Utah for a couple months, just chilling, because I'd made some money and had some money saved up to where I could take a couple months in an emergency fund. I had an emergency fund, and had a couple months to kind of chill, just think about what I really want. And it kind of hit me where I was like, man, it's really just me. Like, I'm the problem. Like, I'm the one who's keeping myself from like doing what I want. It's because I was so afraid to like do this, and like all my friends and the people that I know in my community to like see what I actually want to do. And I don't know, like I think, why are we so afraid? I think people are so afraid to chase their goals, and you shouldn't be. But it takes a long time and it takes pursuing what you want and failing to really, for your I don't know what it is, but like for your brain to like really understand that you want to change your life, or you want your life to change. I think a lot of people now in my, like especially my age, we see how people are making money online and the autonomy that comes with that, and we're like, big company and salary, or don't make money for a couple years and possibly make a little bit less of a salary but be able to like live and do what I want and maybe connect with people and live a more full existence. I think that's something that YouTube and just creating stuff and content can offer you. So this is the pursuit. I've just seen how quickly people can get trapped into having success early, and then they make really big decisions, really big life decisions, and they get trapped quickly, and then they can't pursue their goals, or they can't pursue their dreams to a certain extent, or they can't make the same sacrifices that they may have been able to if they didn't have a kid. And I'm not saying like you should become a freaking YouTuber instead of having a kid. Like, I want a family, but I think the timing of everything is kind of crazy, and I understand why people want to have kids, because they want their parents and their grandparents to know their kids. But I think it's man, I just really argue for the side of waiting, and to really know what you want, and to mature, and to wait until you are secure in yourself, to be yourself in front of people. I also say all this and say, like, you shouldn't take what I say is like, I'm not saying that this is like the objectively best way to do it, because there's no blueprint, there's no best way. Anybody who's telling you there's an objectively correct way to live your life, I disagree with that. And a lot of people disagree with me, and that's okay. I don't know, man. I just want to wake up every single day and not hate my life. And I know everybody wants that too. It's just like, most people don't know what they want. So how do you get to the point where you do know what you want? It's just trying stuff and not being afraid to fail and embarrass yourself. Dude, I've lost some friends along the way. Like, a lot of people are probably looking at me like, oh my God, this guy's crazy, or like he's moving the goalpost again, or ADHD as fuck. This is kind of the struggle of these types of videos. I'm kind of just thinking about stuff that I think about and that I see, and maybe this could be valuable for somebody to hear, and be patient with your decisions. It's kind of, I guess, the message. But I think the highest form of intelligence is the person who designs the life that they want to live, and living an intellectually honest life is rewarding. And you can tell when somebody lives intellectually honest. Like Matthew McConaughey, that guy lives intellectually honest. Or there's people who don't compromise on what they believe, and they really pursue it. And then, man, maybe their beliefs change one day, and that's okay. It's called life.